So today I'm going to show you guys a little trick that I thought of recently, and we've all had the problem to where we keep a lot of these smaller fish, tetras, boras, etc. All these smaller species where food just does not fit in their mouth very well, and we always have to do extra steps to prepare. Either chop it up, crunch it up, whatever we have to do to where they can actually consume it. And even the smallest pellets, the 0.5 milliliter pellets that they usually sell, and that's usually the smallest as it goes, even those don't even fit in most of these small tetras mouths, just like, these ember tetras that I have. And so I came with this idea recently that, so what I did was I bought, just a generic pepper and salt grinder, just grinds up whatever. And I can leave a link to this one on Amazon. This is literally like the cheapest one, and it was like 10 or 11 bucks, somewhere around there. You can obviously get a better one, and I probably will eventually, because this one, it kind of leaks a little bit, but for what I'm doing, it's not a big deal. But it's pretty nice. I mean, stainless steel and a glass jar on the bottom, so not a bad price. So if you want it, I will leave a link in the description. But basically, what I've done is, I basically put all the food that I feed, and obviously I change the food that I feed every day. I do something different every day. I basically got food for every day of the week. I got 5 different dry foods, and then if I'll feed frozen once a week. Sometimes I won't even do that. Honestly, it's more of every couple of weeks I'll maybe do some frozen food. I mostly just stick with dry, but mostly because it's better for them, and frozen obviously is just more fatten them up. And as long as you're feeding frequently, I mean frozen's not a big of a deal to feed. So so I got I got 5 different type of dry foods in here. So I'll show you what I put in here. But basically, if you see in here, I have flakes, and then I have just a bunch of different types of pellets of different sizes. And what's good about that is there's so many different sizes in here that it just all crunches up into all small pellets. To where when I feed, instead of every day feeding something different, this time when I'm feeding, all those foods at once are going to the tank, randomized. So it's like, so more than likely there's so many fish in here that more than likely will not eat the same thing every day. More than likely they're gonna chase after one, and they're gonna either eat some flakes, they're gonna either eat some pellets or some kelp. It's gonna be different because it's all gonna be mixed together. So I thought that was a pretty good idea. And again, I don't know if I'm original with this idea. I literally just thought about it one day doing maintenance, and I thought, I mean, I was gonna try it, and it does work really good. Obviously this one you can change the grain sizes too. So if you want a little bit, because sometimes it'll get too fine to where it's like almost like it'll just dissolve in the water. But I got it pretty adjusted to where it's like exactly what I need. And so basically the foods that I use mostly Norfin. It just honestly is probably the best on the market. It's always done good for me, and it's just the coloration of your fish really color up with these. But this is their smaller pellet, the 0.5 that I was talking about, and that's usually as small as it goes for a lot of foods. And this is just their community, so really good pellet. And then I have Kill Pro. This one's really good. It's obviously just krill, but it's 1 milliliter, so obviously I can't use this all because it's too big. So that's another advantage of putting in there. And then what I also did was I took some kelp offers, and I just actually like took a knife and chopped it into like they're about like this big, so like quarter size. So I chopped them like 7 pieces, just small enough to where it'll at least get grinded with everything else, just to give it a variety. I mean, there's nothing wrong with feeding fish this. It's not. You can feed it to many other fish. Not just your bottom feeders. And then I got this huge Northland flakes. When I bought this, I had no clue this thing was gonna be this huge. I mean, for the price, I mean, it's a pretty good deal, but I'll never be able to use this much. But I do have it. And then just to throw in there for extra, I do have some um, Mr. Blastlier. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. I'm not sure how you actually pronounce the food of this name, but they have many different kinds, but this is just one I got for free, and it's just a good it's a good food for coloring up your fish. It's a real natural fruit, so real good. I just mix that in there because I had it. And I actually have other kinds too, but they don't do as much as this does. This is more for your ornamental fish, you want to call it. So basically, I have all 5 of those mixed into this, like I said, and yeah. So when I grind it out, it just And basically, I don't grind it into the tank because, like I was saying, like this one's not the best one, so it kind of leaks. And sometimes I did it once and I put way too much. So basically, what I'll do is like I'll take a small container. Like I keep a lot of these containers from tissue cultures. They make real good containers for testing water, or just if you need to put your probe in there. It's just a real good collector's cup for a lot of things. And so basically, this comes with a cap that takes off, and I grind it into this cup, or you can even grind it to your hand. But obviously, this is kind of a two-hander, so I just grind it here, and then take the cup and pour it in my hand, and then I'll go spreading out. So I'll kind of show you guys that now. So I'll try to get you guys up close. I'm gonna put a little bit here. I just do about, I mean, obviously depending on what your fish need, I just kind of do 5 or 6 spins, and see that's probably way plenty, but I'll just take a little bit out by hand. So, and then doing that, that's probably a little too, that's probably a little bit, let's get a little more. But you can see how like some of it's a little bit bigger, but like even those are like the perfect size, and you can see like it's just all like, I mean, pretty much like a salt and pepper. Like it's just literally just like small granules, and it's just perfect for a lot of these smaller fish. And it makes sure everybody gets food, and I think it's a really better, healthy way of doing this. It's a good way of, instead of having to think about, feeding a million different foods. Remembering to feed. Most people just get so used to and just feeding the same thing every day, and that's just not good for your fish's health. The best way I can kind of think about it is, like for example, like we could eat pizza every day and be fine. There's enough nutrients in pizza. We could live off pizza, but long term, is it healthy for us? No. So it's kind of the same with animals and fish. You want to change up their diet. You just don't want to feed them the same thing every day. So try to definitely have as many foods as possible, and a lot of good foods too. There's a lot of cheap ones out there. I really recommend some high quality food, and they're really not that expensive. I mean, my Northfin food. I mean, some of those are about $10 a bag, and they'll last forever, especially when you have small fish like this. So I really recommend it. But yeah, I'll leave the salt and pepper grinder in the description for anybody who wants to check that out. But you can honestly just order any one. But I will leave the one in the description if anybody is interested in getting the same one. But yeah, other than that, definitely share this video, and if you guys like the idea, and I don't know if anybody else has done this before, but I hope I was original on this. But other than that, if you have any more questions, definitely follow me on Instagram at JJ Aquariums, or comment down below if you have any questions. And other than that, I'll see you guys in the next